Rock once again, doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV 2.0 content. Made a character named Seiya, who I am running through it for you guys. Last time we ran a dungeon, something Deepcroft, if that's what it's called, Deepcroft, with the dead people in it. Ran through that, got the clear on that, so now that we got that done, we'll go ahead and talk to Mother and see what she has for us next. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from an adventurers guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Seiya, and good luck. And here is Momodi. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Seiya by any chance? Mion sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under the sun, and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Excellent time, man, Papa Shan. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. So this winsome lass is the much lauded adventurer, is she? Marvelous, marvelous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Papa Shan, formerly of the Sultan's Sorn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Seiya of her mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development in copper mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hekatoncheires. I don't know how to say that. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, my lady. The people of that age used the Hectons, we can call them Hectons, to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hectons, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperville so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Will do, bro. God's bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbill mines are in western Thanaland. Do take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbill mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbill, are you? You got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, 'cause things ain't pretty down there. The Hectons left the place in a right mess, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbill was old. When the second Ul dynasty was still young, and it is abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt and want of aught to build with. The stone torchers keep watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation rests on you, friend. Best of luck. Stone torch. There's been an incident inside Copperville mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained. But for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who volunteered to quell the Hectons? I didn't think that Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. As we know, first things first, pop that protect. Bye, Carby. Charge. Ooh. I'll blow this. Fire in the hole. So the first boss, which really it's not even as smart boss is. It's a bunch of ads. Throw a bunch of monsters at you. You gotta kill them all with one bigger ad at the end. There we go. The begin. Girl. And the next boss. Sire. That's what you gotta do is pop this little blasting device. And you gotta make it explode by the blob. And then that will split him. And when he splits, you basically want to split him probably about 3 times. And then he'll be a whole bunch of little bitty blobs and you can kill him real fast. And that'll do it. And the final boss. With a golden hammer. I call it Thor's hammer. I'm pissed. Let's do this. Pretty easy. You just have to burn him. Burn him down real fast. Oops. Pretty easy. Easy. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operation can resume, and Olda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Uh-oh. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. But please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Pay for it with me own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm gonna say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 as me witness. I'm getting the hell up out of here. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh, you gonna call out to me? Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of ye. Well, since they acting like they got big stones, I'm gonna show them some bigger stones. I swear on me mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd save. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. Hold up now, big fella. Hold up. I believe her. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson. Oh, you challenge me? I got big rocks for you, bro. I got big rocks for you. Let's do this. Let's do it. Oh. This would be so much funner to watch if I was like Lancer or something. Oh, so now y'all gonna triple team, huh? I see how it is. I see how it is. Got these big stones for you. Like, that black magic can't handle this white magic. And the truth. Oh! Got these big stones for. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Let's get the hell out of here. Where the hell do you think you're going? Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. Ah! Working my dome a little bit. He's working my dome a little bit. I'd swear there were more refugees than when last I looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands the residents found their lands had either been rendered bare, or cut off from trade routes. The problems like those aren't easily solved, though they tried to make best of it. It was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Old has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought in the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins. Get your Dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. So she did bribe fair and square. Looking around, you'd think that old was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. So we did the right thing standing up for her. We did the right thing. Madam, are ye alright? Yeah. I was just taking a quick nap. Power nap. All this magic I was casting. Well, what now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? You deserve it. What? Saw her buy the meat, you say? That's absurd. I did see it. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? I said it. Yeah, I said it too. I put my foot up. Yes. Grr. I will overlook this, but just this once. Yeah, you don't want these stones, bro. God's bless ye, adventurer. If ye hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. It don't bear thinking about. It saved me an innocent. Got to throw some stones. Case closed. Hello again. We've been keeping a close eye on you ever since you left Gridania. You discharged your duty as envoy impeccably, and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. But more importantly, you were always ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand to earn a guild by doing so. You are possessed of all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. Of this we are convinced. Even if you were kind of dragged into that business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Ida. Ahem. And then there's the matter of your gift. I dare say you are curious as to the nature of the vision you bore witness to moments ago. Well, we can help you understand it. You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have a friend who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. And meeting her is only the beginning, for we would also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, we should be glad to assist your adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. Should you decide to take us up on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksands is a good friend of ours. She will tell you where to find us. Bye-bye. Until next time. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We're the Signs on the Seventh Dawn, Defenders of Justice. Oh, But don't tell anybody. Except for Momodi. She knows already.